everyone, I am back with part 2 of how to draw a female anime body, a front view of one, and I'm going to continue with what I left off of last time. So I'm just going to begin to do her arms and do the same thing I was on the other arm. I'm just going to be putting just kind of little cylinders, I guess, long cylinders for her arms. Just going to get situated here. My legs are kind of in an odd position. Okay, there we go. So, I pretty much got that done. Now, I don't really need this line anymore for her neck. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Hopefully I'll be able to zoom that okay. I don't need this line anymore for her neck. So, I'm just going to erase that. And gonna fix, don't really need the line for shoulders anymore. And I'm gonna fix the way her shoulders are, because they are a little bit harsh or jagged, I guess you could say. And I like to kind of round off the shoulders. I think I'm gonna do more of them later. I'm just gonna kind of get them balanced. Okay. So now I'm going to go on to her legs and get the outlining finished. So with the legs I kind of do the same thing. I do cylinders. You don't have to do cylinders or make like a little circle at the end, or I don't know, just make it kind of 3D looking. You don't have to do it that way if you don't want to. Sometimes it is helpful for me if I do it. Other times it doesn't really matter, so it all depends on your personal preference. So now I'm going to go down to her calves. And going to draw them. More of an outline still, and then I'm going to go down to the feet, which are basically, I don't know, they're really messy right now. I'm going to do the same thing to the other leg and calf. Now when doing calves, you kind of want to, you don't want just a straight line like this. When you're doing a leg, you want it curved, so it's kind of gradually coming down to the ankle. It looks funny if it's just straight. So you want kind of a nice curve there to represent the ankle area. Okay, now I'm going to erase these little circles for the knee joints, and I'm going to attach her legs. Don't mind the noise in the background, that's just my family. Now I'm going to round off her thigh area and kind of connect the legs together. Make kind of a knee. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see more of the body. Okay, now I'm gonna go back up to her shoulder area and work on that part. I'm just going to kind of continue to erase the guidelines I've been making for the stick figure. Now I'm going to move over to her upper half and kind of make her waist and her upper body area. I personally don't like it when people make exaggerated anatomy of the female body or even the male body. I think it just looks really funny and sometimes trashy. So I prefer to make girls balanced. I don't like making any of their body parts too large or too small, like their waist really thin and their hips just gigantic. I don't know. In my opinion, it's nice to kind of have a balance when drawing the female body. You don't want to make it look too unrealistic or anything. But there is a certain amount of unrealistic things you can do when it's just, you know, a cartoon body. You know, it doesn't have to be perfectly atomically correct. I think that's how you say it. So yeah. So I am trying to hurry up here. I'm kind of a slow artist when it comes to drawing bodies. I'm a little quicker with faces. But anyway, as you can see, I'm just kind of erasing my my basic guidelines, the stick figure and everything, and just you kind of get basically left with an outline for the body. I've had people ask me how I how I have learned to draw anime, and basically how I learned was I mainly taught myself. I did take a little bit, for a couple months I took like an anime drawing class at a small school, art school, but it was helpful somewhat, but it didn't really get into great detail on, you know, some things that I wanted to, and it was mainly teaching more of the basic stuff, so it didn't help me a whole lot. Probably for beginners it would have been more helpful, but I was more kind of an advanced beginner, and I still say I'm an advanced beginner. I'm definitely not like close to a pro or anything, but anyway, so I did that for a while, and then I finally quit the art school, and then I just kind of learned by myself after that even more. I practiced and just drew, and also I really obsessed with looking up different animes, anime pictures, just a huge variety of you know, I just did a huge variety of research on the internet on anime and anime-like pictures and stuff, and that actually really helped me. It actually really helped me with anatomy and everything, to see artists that were better than me drawing, and just to kind of observe how they draw or how they drew their characters and stuff and the various poses they did. So just that's basically how I learned. So anyway, as you can see, I am erasing, and I'm kind of sculpting her arms right now. I'm erasing even more of the guidelines, and I'm sculpting her arms right now, just to kind of even them out and make them look more like arms, not just long pieces of like a stick or something. But anyway, I'm running out of time, and I'll be back with part 3 really soon.